Meta map got banned. Banned. What will be the first map we're playing? On the... No, it's the second pick. Was it? All player maps have taken the hit from Bowser. Maps we have open are Arabian Oasis and Sekigahara. Reconcile. Let me catch up on. I'm all behind on even the notepad right now. There we go. Looks big, and I'm waiting for Bowser currently. All the bands entirely as well. Okay, I have the picks from both players. We have HQ versus LC. I'm going to be spectating the Epsilon. Updating the vaccine. Also, it's playing T. Oh. Hold on. I think everything else has been up. Except I should be the spectator, that's gonna be somewhat relevant. Everything else seems. 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure if teal was a loud color normally, but I'm pretty sure with yellow and teal we're not gonna have any issues. Could have flipped the names in the UI, but I'm lazy. On the top right we have Juggernaut playing as Epsilon HQ, and on the bottom right we have Bozo playing LC. Crawling towards the nearby ore patch. Same thing on the other side. Scouting. A singular Derek on this map. And the 1 NG, we have second NG as well. Somewhat to the side, but there's still plenty of time to actually... Okay, they didn't go down the hill. Dog trading is happening. Both of the scouts have passed each other, however there's a lot of colonies already ready to defend this. Except they went past the dog, so it's gonna get a decent scout into the miner. On the other side of the map I don't see as many dogs yet. Oh, the one. But there is 2 that are somewhat pushing out the area. This one gets caught, this one gets a full scout however. War refinery being built, the war factory being built on both sides. Or miner production, ghost miner production, pretty much at the same time. Well, this is the first difference we're gonna see. We're seeing a double refinery versus a double war factory setup. When we're seeing the double war factory going towards the second gold patch, well, we're probably gonna see the second refinery here mining on the same patch. A lot of colonies, both of these currently broke. Is he microing the miners? I can't tell how much they have inside. He is microing. Okay, he sold the refinery. This is technically a better angle. He does get the extra miner from it. We only have 2 miners and yet we already see Gatlings being built up. They might also be seeing some very early pressure, so those Gatlings might be necessary. They're not gonna deal with the Jaguars all too well, but they're gonna do something to the colonies. Now, second refinery, we're not going to have low-ticks nor bunkers. He very much sees this entire wave of enemies, but will the 3 gas be enough to defend? This can somewhat easily be simply went around. He is still going to use this area. No, did he cancel the war factory, the ore refinery? I think he cancelled it entirely. Have some extra money for some extra army. The army is smaller and the Jags can do a bit of a bigger number, especially with some crashes, but some static defense might balance it out. The crashes are happening. That was probably enough crashes to be... Okay, there are Opuses on the field, they can salvage this. The MCV is probably not gonna go down just yet. The Opuses are getting a lot of crashes. However, this is still very bad place to be. The miners are not being attacked at all, and he is going to defend. However, while there is a bomb truck, and this is basically dead at any point on demand, except if he sells it, which is the only way that doesn't die. Bowser was, however, macroing on the background. He is pretty much out of units, and attacking with this would actually do a bit of a number on them. However, he does have a second MCV, he's going to tier 3, he's getting the expansion. Catching up to Mako, he needs the War Factory back. There's still a couple of miners, he's doing fine on money, but it's 4 to 5 currently, because the early attack did put a number on the actual miner count. That's not the place I was expecting this Soviet colonial to actually go currently, but it does speed up the production a bit. However, there's not a lot of money to speed up the production with, but he is gonna get the next ore batch. Presumably we're gonna see another war factory next, with more miners. Okay. That did get the extra distance for the refiner to play slightly better, but it does postpone the gem expansion a bit. Doug is getting his second ore refinery. Miners are back in production, he's not going to contest the MCV move. Currently, Bowser is just macroing up and going for the nuke silo as the first super weapon. While still leading in tech, that's probably gonna be rather effective. HQ does favor a campier game, but still, having the lead right now, we might not get that campy at this point. Or the tier 3 late game EHQ. Oh, we have a D-power. Repairing this or just adding some more infantry to it would actually fix the D-power. Making dogs, he could have sent some infantry, but the dogs are gonna make it. It does get enough power to also make the synth-volt. We do already have Blowticks inbound, which are gonna... Okay. He does not have the damage takedown there is the Monolith, except now that the Buratinos are back out. A deploy can do a lot of damage to whatever army is left here. I'm not sure if the Blowticks are radiation immune, they might be, they're probably not though. Going for double reactor right now, so tier 3 is taking another stall. He did get both the nuke and the refinery on this gem patch, and he's also using it for further base push. This fight is somewhat even, but I think the Desolators are actually taking... The Connies are gonna die, but they're a sacrifice that they're totally willing to take at this point. The Repairdons are pretty much immune to radiation and... oh. Yep, there's no way to take care of the Kirov, and it's just gonna do a number on the base. As Jug calls GG. No. One from Bowser. Pick as well. Both of the picks are gonna arrive to Discord right now. Just did. Okay. For our second game, we're going to have not the Latin Confederation, however, it's gonna be on the other side. We're gonna have LB, which Knoll tends to be a somewhat fast map. Well, Latin is gonna have a bit of an easier time in that regard. However, Bowser is technically known to play forward, yet also known to not like Last Bastion in terms of forward, so... Forward it all. 3, 2, 1. On the top right we have Juggernaut playing Latin Confederation. Somewhat fast faction for this map, unlike the opponent Bowser playing Last Bastion. This is a 6 oil, currently leading Series 1. This is a 6 oil map. Well, 3 per player technically, but at least 2 of them are somewhat easy to contest back and forth. Generally only this one is like somewhat never getting attacked. Last Bastion is gonna have a pretty solid time if they manage to carry out into the late game pretty much. I wouldn't really say the mid game yet. Dogs are gonna have somewhat of a free scout. I think does get 2 of them, but there's still 2 left. This oil has not yet been captured. It does not appear to be an engineer being sent to capture it either. I have a handful of night frames. There is... Okay, the field bro is the first thing to have gone down, so we might be seeing a bunker push. Bunker all in, even more so. Oh, but the Lancers are actually probably going to take this down. The miner might want to stop mining and actually fix this. But no, the Connies are enough. Those are 2 pretty expensive Lancers, and they fail to actually take care of the threat at hand. Double refinery, keeping the econ going a bit while this mess is going on. Still only on 2 derricks versus 3. However, the Owen miners are mainly mining gold, and this one's entirely AFK, the only one holding gems right now. Bison tanks are already being built for the sake of surviving the bunker at all costs. The 3rd engineer has been built, he's not yet been sent to a derrick. Seeing Jaggers, so the... Okay, that's a lot of Bisons already, so it's gonna start being a bit difficult to actually take care of stuff, especially with how the buildings are pretty much a wall. We're gonna see Huntresses, which are gonna do a big number on the Connies as is. We're back on Minemite production. Minemites and Bisons would be able to take down the bunker somewhat safely. They take down a pretty big number of them. They're going to focus down the war factory. Huntresses have not yet been built, even though Bowser does have a bit of the money. The power is also being focused. The first Huntress has arrived. There's not a lot of infantry to heal, but there's also not a lot of enemy to deal with anymore. The attack is pretty big, but it was one of the best shots one would have at this point to actually seal the deal in some capacity. Have the NG actually repairing the power plant immediately for fixing the low power issue as well. The engineer has still never been sent to the old derrick. He's doing fine on money, but... And doing fine on money with 2 miners is actually maybe more cause for concern rather than celebration. Airfield is out, but on 2 miners it's gonna be very hard to fit that airfield in the budget. I have 8 miners. Bison tanks are still in production. Miners are finally back in production on the other hand. The engineer has never been sent to do anything just yet. Bunker should be available once more. He does secure one of Bowser's... Oh, he actually has taken one of his oils earlier as well, so it is... He was even, and now he's actually on an advantage in regards of oil. However, it's gonna be very hard to deal with Huntresses as a Connie fan. Boxstars can do something to them. The dogs are technically exclusively going to focus Huntresses, but... And that's the call-in that's been used there. The Jags seem to be split between focusing the Hunterses down one by one in the Bison. There's actually no more Hunterses on the field, so despite there being a lot of Jackals, they might be handleable exclusively with Connies. However, this is a very big hit being taken right now, and we're called GG. Bowser takes the series 2-0. Bowser has already left the lobby. It was 1-0, it's already gone to 2-0, which means that the series is actually over. These to both players. Yeah, the games are a bit closer. This one was still a bit one-sided, but still not a stomp. Just some unfortunate early game trades, which happened that way.